So I was on Facebook looking through the filmmaking groups, as you do. One of the local groups, short film just wrapped, and they put some BTS up, and they did something I haven't seen in a while, or I guess ever. Little camera, big camera, or big camera, little camera, if that makes sense. So here's a picture of it. It's a red Komodo with, I believe, a Sony A7S on top. And the explanation in the note was that the director wanted immediately to have verticals so that they can do social media. So I mocked up my own. Here's mine. I think proportionately it's similar. Obviously, the Red Komodo is not nearly as big as a Sony FS7, but also I have a Blackmagic Pocket 4K, which is way bigger than a Sony A7. So I think proportionally we're pretty close. And I did my best to mock it up kind of the way they would have, which is to say the vertical camera is sitting off to the side. Center of balance is way out here next to where the handle would be now. But they did a few things that I was a little confused about. So I want to sort of just out loud work it out and try to see if I can make sense of this. So they both cameras had a matte box on them. I don't have two matte boxes, so I have an eyebrow, but I'm certain the Red Komodo rig, they're putting glass in there, because of course they were. Don't know if they were for the Sony. And then the other thing is, focusing. I'd be very surprised if they matched everything so that they could just focus on one. I think most likely they focused this with a remote follow focus, electronic follow focus, and I'm pretty sure this was just using a Sony lens and doing autofocus, that makes sense to me. If they didn't, I don't know if it matters. So, but I'm not sure how I feel about this, because the put a little camera on a big camera thing is not new. I've been doing it. I feel like everybody does it now, but usually it's like some kind of action cam, and you just pop it on the top handle and it's light and cheerful. And if you forget to roll it, it's not a big deal because it's just BTS. And then I feel like even more common now is just everybody's already using their phones as monitors anyway. And so the idea of just mounting a phone on the top handle and just recording, BTS behind the scenes, I feel like is sort of an established thing. So this is just like a more elaborate version of that, but I don't know how I feel about it, because short films can live or die on a lot of things, and one of those things is you do need BTS for promo material stuff, for poster stuff. You just do. So I get that, and then on top of that, I kind of get the director wanting immediate access to vertical video, and if they're doing a Red Komodo, yeah, the editor is going to have to go into the edit and crop the Red Komodo footage and then color it, which could just be a LUT, let's be honest, and then send it to the director, and the director didn't want to do that. Well, the way around that is just, I'll have to look up, I'll put in the answer. I think the Red Komodo can do proxies. Yes? No? The answer's there. Most big cameras can do proxies. And so you can just pop a proxy card out of your camera. This camera does it. Hand it to the director. They're going to have to crop it, or they're going to have somebody crop it, obviously, since it's traditional resolution, not vertical, but it is what it is. I guess this takes one step out of the equation because it's already vertical, but also the logic of how they're doing this, I'm curious about, because obviously this is the God frame. This is the frame that the director of photography and the director agreed on is the frame. So is this camera just doing a wide? Which then why not just pop a GoPro on there? But if it's not, if it's actually trying to match the frame, how are they matching the frame? Because even if they get past the focus thing, which autofocus makes sense, they can either match the frame horizontally, and then all of a sudden you have all this extra information above and below that you're going to be seeing lights. You're going to be seeing people's feet. You're going to be seeing marks on the floor for standing. Whereas if you do it the other way, if you match it vertically, all of a sudden you're punched way in, and you've literally just done the vertical crop. So I don't. You see what I'm getting at? Like, I guess it would have to be a wider frame on this one, and you're just going to see more on the top and more on the bottom, which, if it's a Chris Nolan film, people love that kind of behind the scenes stuff because it's cool, but I don't know. Do people care about behind the scenes stuff like that otherwise? And then the other question is, again, why not just a GoPro and then either mount the GoPro vertically or do a vertical crop? I don't know. So there's that. I guess if the problem was director needs vertical rushes right away, and it's a camera that's not super easy to do, either it doesn't do vertical proxies, which very few cameras right now do. I feel like in a couple of years that's going to be just a thing that people do, but right now it's not. You're going to have an editor crop stuff, or I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's just like so many ways to do it. I feel like the easiest way is not this. It's just pop something teeny tiny on there. So let me just take this off. Okay, so something like this. I mean, this could be a phone, this could be a GoPro. It could even be like a real camera, but you mount it on the center line and it's just a wide. And if you need vertical, you just, adjust it. So I could do, which way is vertical? I did this backwards, but actually I don't hate that. So there's your vertical, there's your horizontal. I don't hate that. You can do the same thing with an action cam or whatever. This is a 360 cam, so it's not a perfect example, but even then, just 360 cam right there. And there's your rushes for the director. Other ways to do it. This monitor, you could have a monitor recorder, and you're just recording proxies or low resolution on the monitor, most likely, and then give that memory card or hard drive to the director, and they can do it that way. Yeah, I guess for simplicity of what they're trying to do, I think the move is probably vertical phone recording. And if somebody doesn't want to waste their phone or not have access to their phone for the whole 12-hour day, that's where you take like an action camera, GoPro, and pop that on instead. And then just make sure it's if it's an action camera or whatever, just make sure it's vertical format. So, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I think it was an interesting experiment, and I kind of like it. I kind of like, I mean, that's what short films are meant for. They're meant for experimentation in whatever way you can get away with. I feel like having that whole camera on there, made the rig really heavy, and also I assumed it was just on the tripod the whole time because the center of gravity was like way out where this handle is. So that would have been annoying, but interesting. Newer cameras that are coming out now do have ways to accommodate vertical stuff for social media. A lot of people now are just shooting social media, and so they're turning the camera. There's different ways to turn the camera 90 degrees, but I don't know. It feels a bit much, and I feel like I would have gotten frustrated pretty quickly and resorted to a phone. I guess the exception would be, since it's an A7, it probably was just crazy good in low light, and so if they're shooting in the dark, that might be useful to be able to see the sort of the wide field of view a little bit better in the dark than what the camera's actually recording. I do find that probably the majority of the work that I do, it's not even NDA stuff, it's just no recording stuff. So they brought me in to record for them, but I'm not meant to hold it anyway. It's not meant to be mine. So in that case, I won't record stuff, especially people talking. But yeah, I think a spare phone is just a better way to do it, for social media, at least in this moment. Again, if there's time and if there's the will, cropping a 6K red Komodo image into vertical 1920 by 1080 is going to look incredibly way better, but it's a lot more work, and you know it requires an editor to at least crop it for you if you're not tech savvy. So I think my conclusion is cool. It was cool to see somebody experimenting and trying to solve for the problem of how do you get vertical video available when you're shooting horizontal, but you know the advertising world is on phones now. I think 2 cameras is the way to do it. I don't think it's the most efficient way to do it, but it gets the brain biscuits turning, because it does make me think. I don't know that we've seen a show yet that natively. I feel like there were. I feel like that collapsed phone only app that did vertical would go vertical to horizontal, and you would get more information when you went horizontal because they just did the crop. I'm just not sure that there's much advantage of seeing the extra up and down information when the director of photography has gone through the trouble of setting up the frame the way it's supposed to be set, and then you're going to end up with more information in the frame that's not meant to be in there for the movie. I guess that's where I guess from a fundamental standpoint, my problem with doing it this way is, even though it does seem like the director of photography was the one doing it, this is supposed to be what the director of photography and the director agree upon is what it's supposed to look like. And so to add, you know, an extra chunk on the top and chunk on the bottom that's going to be seen by more people because it's going to be on socials, I feel like goes against the logic of doing it. Maybe I'm up my own ass a little bit, but then I also feel like if you're going to go through the trouble of making it easy to get socials out, first step is cameras do proxies, and most everybody can handle proxies on their computer, but it does take an extra step because you're going to have to crop it. You're going to have to crop this image. Option B is sideways, you know, vertical phone or sideways GoPro. I feel like that's kind of the sweet spot because it's light. Everybody's familiar with it, and the you know, the video is good to go. And then option C is basically the same as recording proxies internally, but recording proxies in this. And maybe is there a screen now that can record just the center? Probably not, right? I don't know, but I do think I've come to a conclusion, like a concrete decision, which is it was cool and it was for the gram, but it seems like more trouble than it's worth. And I feel like there's more efficient ways to get vertical video to people who are going to post it immediately and not have to wait for an editor to crop it. Does that make sense? All right. Well, we tried. Catch you next time.